Jessica Torres in broad daylight. January 10th, outside Burger Point in San Bernardino. The victim walking out to her car.
Welcome to the making of Thriller.
Drives up. The suspect then approaching the victim. That suspect armed with a There's a fight over her purse.
East Los Angeles. It's mainly a Hispanic neighborhood, a lot of industry in this area where we are now on Union Pacific Avenue. And unfortunately, somebody leaked to the press or the radio stations today, broadcast that we're going to be all over Los Angeles, Broadway, in this section of town. That's why you see 300-400 children here. They've all come out to see Michael Jackson.
I heard on the radio that he was going to be downtown LA. We went all the way over there. They told us he wasn't going to be there. We drove all the way here. We lied. We got in. I saw him. He's great. He's the best.
He dances really good, and we'd go anywhere
to see him. We're ready to go to the other places.
He's just down to earth, and that's the way I want him to be, down to earth.
He's great. I'm speechless.
Yes, talent. Yes, class.
I love
He's
you,
my
Mom.
man.
And I think he's the best dancer. He's the sexiest man I've ever met in my whole entire life. I love him.
Okay, turn around. Wave to the city. Just wave.
I like Michael Jackson because he's good, he's bad, he knows how to dance.
I think he's so sexy and so gorgeous, and I don't care where he is. I would have gone all that way to see him anyways.
Because he's exciting. He's cute. He knows how to sing good.
I like the way he dresses.
I love you, Mom.
Sounds good.
Go on, you're under.
I was impressed because you were real nice on the phone.
Pepsi.
I didn't think you would be nice for some reason.
Really?
I was nice on the phone.
Very nice.
I think it was the connection.
Well, we're trying to bring back the motion picture shorts. And I wanted Thriller and Beat It to be a stimulant for people to make better videos or short films. I saw American Werewolf and liked it. We really, really liked it because it was a different type of horror movie. It was comedy and horror. That's the way I saw it. And I said, who's the director who did it? And they said, John Landis. I said, great, that's who we gotta get. So I said, get in touch with them.
Ah!
Sister Holmes said there's a disturbance in Piccadilly Circus involving some sort of mad dog.
Coke. Pepsi. Pepsi.
I gradually became aware that
Got
he made
Pepsi,
an
yeah.
American Werewolf and knew nothing else.
Pepsi, Michael Jackson from Thriller. Pepsi.
So it was like real
Come on,
awkward. George
Pepsi.
said, well, Michael,
Pepsi.
have you seen Trading Places?
No,
Animal House?
no,
Blues Brothers?
no.
So it was like real
Those are
depressing.
your biggest ones.
Real depressing afternoon at Michael Jackson's house. I was on holiday and I was with my wife and kids in London. It was nothing. And my agent called me and said, Michael Jackson. I went, who, Michael Jackson? Of the Jackson? I get a phone call from Michael Jackson, who very kindly and graciously figured out that London's 8 hours ahead of LA, so called me at 2 in the morning. But anyway, so I saw Thriller. Yes, of course. Put my hand on the phone. And I didn't know the song. I knew the album, and I knew Beat It and Billie Jean.
Beat It
Giraldi directed Beat It, and Beat It is genuinely good.
from Thriller.
Little song doesn't interest me at all. So I said to Michael, listen, Michael, I'd love to make something more elaborate, which Michael picked up on because that's what he wanted to do. His whole thing was, we got to be good, it's got to be great, it's got to be big, the best.
So when we stick them for the live cast, we won't actually have to put them in, but when we put them in studio, we'll put them like polygraph and stuff on the stage.
When I first walked in Rick's studio, it was like a museum of horror. I mean, all these faces, and I was so amazed by it. There's the one, it's just his head is split open. All these organs are pushing out his brain. It's disgusting, but it's brilliant. I think he's an incredible artist.
The very first makeups I ever did were just grease paint makeups where you just take your standard grease paint material and use it as an artist paints a picture with highlights and shadows, like light colors and dark shadows to create and contour the shape. And my father, who's a fine artist, actually taught me how to use that. The principles are the same. Then I just did a lot of research, went to libraries and found books on makeup and tried to find ones that got into this kind of work. What were you like when you were 10 years old? Pretty strange. I actually started makeup when I was 10. So I made up all the friends in the neighborhood. Usually they were pretty ghastly makeups, third-degree burns and gashes and wounds. I wasn't allowed in a lot of houses when I was a kid, in the neighborhood.
I don't get tired of doing the same song over and over.
Don't you? Really? Well, the biggest challenge with this film was to be able to get the amount of work that we had to get done in the time that we had. And at one point there's about 30 different zombies that we created. So we had 20 makeup artists all working, putting appliances on zombies and painting them all up. It's the largest makeup crew I've ever had.
Let's go, Pepsi. Pepsi.